This is Smarter San Diego TV.
You know our next guest as the breakdancing realtor. He's back to discuss the success of social media in real estate.
Team Manzon uses social media to generate more traffic at our mega open houses to get more people in the house and ultimately sell properties for more money and in a faster amount of time.
Please welcome Anthony Manzon.
There he is. What's up? The breakdancing realtor, Anthony Manzon, is here. How you doing, brother?
What's up? I'm good, living the fresh life.
Yeah, the fresh life. He's got it down.
Yeah.
Today, talk about social media in real estate, something we've never explored on this show before. I can't believe it. Obviously, social media has been around for a while. Facebook started in 2004. That's sort of the primary of social media. And what you're saying is that not just that social media is a good place to find clients or make people aware of the fact of what you do, but also it's a place where you can now help connect buyer and seller. Is that right?
Correct, yeah. There's like so many different avenues of social media to use. You can use Facebook, you can use Twitter, Snapchat is like a new big one that's coming up. Instagram, there's so many different kinds, but really just choose the one you want to focus on to really promote properties.
What do you guys do, Team Manzon?
So we mostly focus on Facebook advertising. We found that with Facebook, we're able to actually target market towards people we want to actually see the listing. With Instagram, Twitter, it's kind of like whoever is subscribed to us, they're the only ones that get to see it. But through Facebook marketing, you can actually target market neighborhoods so that only specific neighborhoods are getting that promoted sponsored advertisement, basically. So what we do with our ads is we use Facebook advertising to promote our grand opening mega open houses. I think we're known with my team as we're like the big open house people. And so what we do is that whenever we have our big grand opening open house, we basically put like a 3-mile, 4-mile radius, whatever we want to do around that open house. And the day of the open house, the day before the open house, we put out a sponsored ad promoting that specific listing so that more people come to the grand opening.
Okay, so this is a way of promoting what you're already really good at, the mega open house, which let's talk about the mega open house just for a second for anyone who's not familiar with it. Tell us what the mega open house is.
So the mega open house, we pretty much copied, we think of like our marketing approach as like the Apple of real estate. Apple, what do? They pre-market their products so much so that the day it hits the market, you got a line of people out the door. We wanted to do the same thing with our open houses. We start with door knocking the surrounding 100 homes in the neighborhood. Why do we do that? Because we know that if the neighbors live in that neighborhood, they probably like it, and they're probably going to be able to tell their friends, family, coworkers looking to buy in that neighborhood, tell them about that and tell them, come to the grand opening open house. Number 2, if there's renters in the neighborhood, they already live there, they're probably going to be paying a similar payment to how much it would cost to actually own in the neighborhood and get them out there to possibly purchase the property as well. So we start out with door knocking, then we cold call the entire neighborhood, same thing, promoting our grand opening mega open house. And we just do everything we can so that on that day we get as many people into the house as possible so that when there are prospective buyers in the neighborhood and looking to buy in that neighborhood, they see everybody in the house, they're emotionally invested, they see it as a competition, they want to pay more for the property, and ultimately just get as many offers as we can to push up the price as high as possible.
So you're doing legwork, and then obviously it's a big show. It's like a big party that you guys have when you do these mega open houses, and you're driving everyone to that particular moment. In other words, not showing the house prior to that.
No.
Doing it as a big release. Everyone show up here at the same time to try to generate as much energy as possible around that open house. Do you have any open houses coming up here in the near future?
We do actually. So we have a really great listing coming up. It's on 938 Lafayette Place in Chula Vista 91913. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's priced at $625. The coolest thing about it has a saltwater swimming pool in the backyard, electric awnings that come out, solar panels on the property. No HOA, which is huge in East Chula Vista. Everybody's like, East Chula Vista, that means I got to pay HOA. No HOA in this one. The Melrose is roughly about $148 a month. And this one is going to be active on the market on October 8th and 9th. That's the first day everybody gets to see it.
So that's the mega open house.
Yep, October 8th and 9th from 12 to 4 p.m.
Okay, that's awesome.
So
Sounds like a pretty sick spot.
It's going to be cool. It is cool. It's on a cul-de-sac. It's like one of the nicer houses. The upgrades are crazy. The seller, he even put in the bathroom heated flooring. So when you wake up and the floor is cold, you're like, I need this floor to be warm. Make the floors warm, it heats up so quick. Your toes are nice and toasty, and you're in the bathroom. So
the fresh life.
The fresh life. It's a cool house. If you don't go to this open house, you're gonna miss out because it's gonna sell quick. It really is.
Okay, cool. Well, so the social media element, I think it's been in the mix for a while. Now people are starting to figure out specific ways to use it, like you're using it to promote the grand opening, mega open houses. But if I'm a seller, how do I quiz the agents I'm interviewing about how they're going to use social media? Like, what questions should I ask?
Yeah, great question. First of all, just ask them, like, what is your marketing plan? And most likely, they're going to say, some things like, I'll put it on the MLS, I'll put it on Caravan, I'll do open houses. But to be honest, I think almost every agent already does that. What do they do one step further that differentiates them from, the average agent to get the home sold? So ask them, what platforms do you use for social media? Do you use any kind of Facebook advertising to advertise the property? Other than just the normal, multiple listing service, is there anything else different that you do? Just asking them up front, and if they have a plan, usually they can talk more in depth. If not, then they'll just say, oh, we don't need that stuff, that's extra fluff. But it definitely does help get the home sold faster and for more money.
So you've noticed the specific results.
Oh yeah, more people come out. I mean, at grand opening, we have people coming in basically saying, you know what, I saw this come up on my Facebook feed and I'm here now. And even though those people may not be looking to buy, they might be just a nosy neighbor, the prospective buyer that's actually in the property, they don't know that. They just see that person as another interested person in the house. So they're like, dang, there's so many people in here. I got to go put in more money. I don't want to lose out on this house. So those busybodies, those nosy neighbors do play a key role in like the mega open houses.
That's a really enthralling subject right there, actually, because what you're saying, and that's part of the whole strategy of driving people to the mega open house and having everyone show up at the same time, is that having those bodies there, nobody really knows what everyone else is there for.
No.
They just assume that everyone is there because they're a potential buyer.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, I don't mean to interrupt, is that those busybodies, those nosy neighbors, sometimes they're the best salespeople in the whole house. Like sometimes they're even better than me. They come in and they're like, oh my gosh, this house is so nice. Oh, this is the quietest neighborhood. I remember this house when it hit the market. They talk about all the really great things about the neighborhood coming from a third party. The buyers that are looking to buy in that neighborhood, sometimes they end up talking to them, sometimes they overhear them. Coming from me, they might think like, oh, this is the agent holding the home open, he's trying to oversell the house. But when those nosy neighbors sometimes come in and they're selling it for you, they take those people sometimes as more credible, like, oh, I live right across the street from you guys. Trust me, it's a super quiet neighborhood. They're basically like selling it for you, which is good, and it's like a very credible source too, because they've lived there.
Totally, yeah, it's a non-biased third party.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, no conflict there at all. So what you're saying is, nosy neighbors are welcome at Lafayette on October 8th and 9th. Come on down.
Oh yes, please do. The more the better. See the house, see what it sells for, and ultimately, when it sells for more than asking price, the value of the neighbors' homes go up as well. So that's why they're there.
That's true. That's true. So it's a multifaceted then strategy with the idea of getting as many people to the mega open house as possible, because it's not just about getting potential buyers there. It's about creating a buzz. That buzz is what essentially gooses people into action.
Yeah.
So if I'm a potential buyer and I'm in there and there's 40 people walking around and I'm going, man, this house is amazing. Look at this. We better move now. We better write an offer right now. How many people do you think, I'm just curious, how many people buyers come to open houses with their agent versus just by themselves?
That's a great question. I would say like on grand opening day, okay, so my world record for like most people on open house that we counted was 200 in one weekend.
Wow.
And that's, it's a little different because maybe a family of 3 came in. I just want to know how many people total came in. If they bring the whole family, it's a good thing. That means they're a serious buyer. I would say for that one open house, maybe 30 agents came in with their clients. Of the 200, 160 were people, I don't know if they had agents or not. Typically we have them sign in. If they do have an agent, then they write in their agent's information. But I would say 30 agents did come in with clients, and then the rest without agents.
So 30 out of 200?
Yeah.
So pretty low percentage.
Yeah, pretty low percentage, yeah. A lot of times we have open houses. The first question we ask is, are you guys working with an agent already? And most of the times they say yes, to be honest, and like there's just no agent in sight.
Wow. What do you think about that? If you're a buyer, should you be telling your agent, hey, come to the open house with me? Because wouldn't that make it better for you if you want to write an offer to have your agent right there, to be able to tell the other agent, hey, we want to put in an offer. I'm going to go out to the car, hit my DocuSign. I'm going to get you an offer right now. Wouldn't that be an advantage?
That definitely is an advantage. With my team specifically, we always train our agents that, you want to be present with them at the showings. Whether it's an open house, you don't just let, the client do the legwork. But for the most part, if you're a client of ours, we always schedule showings, on the weekdays or weekends whenever you're available, and we do the private showings just so we can be efficient with our time. It might take you 3 hours to see 3 open houses, whereas if you do private showings with someone on our team, you can see those 3 in half the amount of time, basically.
Yeah, more efficient and potentially more effective if you find the right home, which is what you're hoping for in the first place. So when you come out on October 8th and 9th to Lafayette and Chula Vista, make sure that you bring your agent so that you can write an offer and beat the other offers that are going to be coming in. Anthony Manzon, thank you so much for your time today, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else. We'll do a commercial for you.